That happened a couple times.
Hello!
Hello!
And happy hump
Day! Look at these
day.
babies.
Why?
We got two of these babies.
Why are you whacking? What you got?
Because, hello, Kimberly! Kimberly Gauthier is my favorite gay. You're not gay. I was thinking of trying to think of Nate and Lexi!
Lexi, hi!
Welcome to the show!
I would just like to say you're in a weird mood.
I know. It's because I've had a bottle and a half of wine. Not really.
What?
I'm joking.
Y'all.
I've had a half a bottle of wine.
Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Kathy.
Hey, Kathy and Dana.
So, y'all, let me just tell you a little something right now. I'm just going to start off with this one. What?
Okay, go ahead with your story, and then I have to ask you the question because I had been meaning to ask you for like a week and a half, and I'm sorry, but I thought
Am I going to ask me on a live?
I am. I mean.
Okay, but here's something that's funny. So we just did a live on Instagram, and we were talking about this awesome bottle of wine that Turtle got for us while we were in Silicate at the convention. It was delicious. So we were drinking last week.
Call her Turtle because that's her handle.
That's her handle, right?
Instagram.
But then this week we were drinking Collusion straight from Russia. Okay, Washington, D.C. It's not nearly as good as Marietto's.
But it is It's circa 2016,
yeah.
And it's called Collusion.
What is the signature at the bottom?
Who knows? Who knows?
Josh
but I have a question to ask
Phelps.
you.
What is your question?
Okay, so
isn't that funny?
I know.
I think it's funny.
And then we have some we have some awesome questions.
The coat rack. Oh my god.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay.
So I know
Heather, hi love.
I know you don't shop for our supplies much at home.
Wow. So this is a question with a little tuck under the bus.
Little tuck under the bus. That is correct. I know you don't shop for our supplies, but last week or the week before, I think it was last week, you did go out shopping and you got us some shampoo.
Oh my God, yeah, so you mentioned that on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with it? I totally got the same brand that you said and it was on sale.
Did not get the brand I said. Oh, no, you got the brand I said. You didn't get the type that we normally get. So you got.
They didn't have the blue one.
You got, it's not blue. You
got
something that says, do you read the labels at all? Because you literally got something that says for residue and buildup.
What?
It doesn't even smell good. It's horrible to my hair. And it's for residue and buildup. I'm wondering if you have some, you think that I have, or do I? And I just don't know it. Maybe, I'm totally open. Sometimes I just don't know what's happening when it's actually happening. And sometimes I have residue and buildup. Maybe. Do I have residue and buildup? Really?
No, I just got the wrong thing.
Right?
But thank you for asking that on the live.
Oh, well, I've been meaning to ask you for a week and a half, and every single time I think about it, I'm in the shower. So I'm never around you. And
you guys, this is too much information. We're going to argue about this later, okay? Because when you say go ahead and get this thing, then I go ahead and get that thing.
I think get our shampoo. The shampoo that we've been
You know what?
Take
a picture of it and send it to me because I'm going to need a little more clarification.
You use it on a daily basis. Why do you need a picture?
Do I?
Come on, people.
Or do
Back
I
me
have
up here.
residue?
Hey, Jen. Hey, Marcy.
Dr. Marcy Koski in the house.
And Terry. Oh, my gosh.
Hi, love.
So happy to see you. Hello, Kelly.
Goodness.
Oh, my God. You guys are awesome.
You guys
Michelle,
at the party now.
Heather.
Okay, so now everybody knows they don't know how to shop for stuff and things.
Yeah, well, everybody should know that probably. Just don't ask Adrienne if it's oh no, I just hit a button.
You know what? Here's the thing.
I just hit a button that I didn't need to hit. Are we still here? Can you guys still see us? I hit an install button and I didn't mean to hit that. No.
Wait, just go back to Chrome.
Okay. We're still here?
Are we here?
Are we still here?
She's trying to
Can you guys see us? We're getting all these okay, I think we're still here. I think we're good. We're good. Yeah,
okay.
It's kind of dark here tonight because you know what? It done rain in Vegas.
Dana's still here.
Which means
Missy's here.
Hey Missy. Which means that the grasshoppers may be coming back soon. It never rains
Nate
here.
points out, I thought you only think about Rodney in the shower.
Nate, you follow me, so we're right here.
Yeah.
I do think about Rodney in the shower, but not always. I mean, actually, that is my time to think, and so I do think about a lot of things in the shower. Actually, I think about life and love and the pursuit of happiness and cats. And sometimes scorpions. Actually, lately, I've been thinking about scorpions a lot in the shower.
Well, when you find one in the shower.
She found one in the shower, so I'm always like, you got your crown. Are you going to come with me while I'm washing my hair and cleaning up the residue and build up?
You guys, now I do like a ceiling check every time I'm getting in, and I try to look up on the shower ledge.
And our ceilings are like 12 feet high.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a hard drop. Like eventually,
Yeah, well,
like that.
that's what I think had happened.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, hey RFU,
yay, we are still here. Hallelujah. The grasshoppers
Hey,
are everywhere here
Susan.
too. What the H?
Yeah, I think
Susan, hi.
Jen, they probably left us again.
Welcome,
We
Susan.
actually never saw grasshoppers.
Hi,
We saw-
Amanda.
Hey y'all.
We did
Hey,
see
y'all,
grasshoppers.
Hey y'all,
We
hey
had a
y'all,
few-
hey y'all.
We had a few stowaways in our vehicle.
We did one.
We had one that was.
Oh, I also have that hair on my chin.
Can you imagine, girls, people that are my age, saying, "Can you imagine being like, I keep getting that hair on my chin?"
It's been
there's only
working for
one.
like 2 months, I want to say.
She lets it grow out for
And
2
now-
months, and then she's like,
I
"I
like
love
to
to
grow
play
it-
with it.
I like to grow it
play
to
with
this
it."
point, and now you're not going to see like the whole night. I'm just going to be like,
Yeah.
because I'm playing with my
And
chin
then she
hair,
waits
just
until she
gonna be
thinks
honest.
she can see it, and then she plucks it.
No,
I
it'll probably
feel
be
like
gone
it's
tomorrow. But it's just kind of
Gregory,
been like a
hey.
little stub, like not. Hey, Gregory, it's been kind of like a stub, like not growing, and now it's like it's becoming a hair, like a real hair on my chin. Hey, if you guys are not like, if you guys
hold
are
on.
not in your mid-30s and women,
Tiffany,
you probably don't know anything about this. But once you hit your mid-30s, as women, we get random hairs in random places.
I have one
And
going
mine is
my
on
neck
my
right now.
one's on my really.
Can you see it?
No, she always thinks she has hairs everywhere.
Tiffany, she said, "Okay, your nephew, Shumai, the munchkin, is a bad boy. Lately, he's been digging the food out of the bowl, not to eat it, just to dig it out and walk away. I have tried my pet communication tactics, and he just ignores me as usual. Have you guys dealt with that? It started 6 months ago, and he will stop for a bit and then start back up." Tiffany, that's hilarious. Shumai. Stop.
Because cats.
Because cat. No, I would actually recommend Doc and Phoebe's indoor hunting feeder system. I would actually recommend that for him. He's obviously trying to like play with stuff and be like irritable about stuff. I think he might enjoy a little Doc and Phoebe's indoor feeding system.
Yeah, actually
That
just
would-
like and I don't know what you feed, what Shumai eats, but
Shumai.
if Shumai eats a fresh or wet food diet, which we highly recommend, then you may want to just put it in something and hide it around the house, like literally in little small like ping pong size.
A little ping pong.
Yeah, and hide it around the house so he has to like hunt and gather. Hunt and gather.
You
is what
guys,
I'm
we
gonna say.
have this little Graham like kitty is back tonight, and Pooh Bear is on
Is he out there?
watch. Yeah, he was early when I got home.
I feed him sometimes. That's why he comes back.
But Pooh Bear is like doing his. Notice this.
I think it's a neighbor's cat. Like
the
we have a lot
staring
of.
and the
We don't
stalking.
really have like ferals.
It's so exciting
here.
for
We
cats.
have outdoor cats that are taken care of by our neighbors. We actually take care of our cats, our neighbors' cats, outdoor cats that they just started taking care of randomly, and then now they love, but they still stay outside.
He's sitting on the wall. See his tail.
Okay, how about we get to the live?
You guys.
Okay,
it's very
so-
exciting. Okay, so
Welcome. If you guys are here for the first time on a Wednesday night, what we do is a Q&A session where we say ask us whatever questions you have, preferably about cats, but if not, sometimes we have advice about life or chin hairs and stuff like that.
also, I think it's really important to
we-
turn the water off while you're brushing your teeth. There's no reason to keep it on the whole time
Conserve.
while you're brushing your teeth. Just turn
Especially
it
if you
off.
live in the desert.
Trish is here.
However,
Hi.
hey Trish.
Hi, Chris.
Um,
Chris said, "Wait until you're my age." Like me, I'm the bearded lady.
Trish does not get random hairs.
No, Trish didn't say that. Chris said that.
No, Trish said, "Sup, I do not get random hairs, and I'm older."
What the H?
Trish said. Trish, we are no longer friends.
What breed are you?
What breed are you? Where'd you come from?
How did you do that?
No, so if you guys are joining us for the first time on a Wednesday, it's our Q&A Wednesday. We ask you to ask us whatever questions you have, and then we do our best to answer. Now, here's the issue.
Here's the issue.
That is the issue. That is the issue. She is the issue. So the issue is this.
Do we actually talk over each other or something?
No, always. We talk over each other.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to say, like, ask the question.
I'm gonna cut you. So the issue is we tend to talk over each other because I'm like, oh, this is what you need, and she's like, oh, I am, blah 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 blah, because she's in her head, I'm in my head. This is how like.
Is that really what I said? Is that really what I do?
Kind of.
Please weigh in, people. Is that really?
Yeah, but.
Hi, Mary.
Hey, Krista.
Krista Fox is here. Mr. Dimples!
Mr. Dimples is here!
I'm going to see you on Saturday.
We're so excited to see you on Saturday.
So excited.
Anyway, so what we decided to do today is a little different from usual. From the usual, where we took your questions, which I think we only had 4. But we took it from Facebook. We had like 8 on Instagram, which is why we go on Instagram Live first. Sorry, guys, ask more questions. But, well, that, and we like to save the best for last because you guys are fun. We have like,
there it is. We have the disc.
I'm saying we do like have a bit more fun because it's just an easier platform. We get to like see your comments as they come in versus on our phone where it's like scrolling through kind of weird thing.
Oh my God, so, Krista said, let's talk about cats. Taco boat.
That's a call on your taco hat. But again, so the issue is we get a question and it's like, oh,
so tonight we're gonna do something different. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So what we did was we split the questions. She answered in writing. I answered in writing. I'm going to read her answers and tell you if she's correct or not and probably expound upon it.
Yep.
And then
upon it.
And then she is going to read my answers and tell me how right I am.
Oh my God. Kelly said, hey, grab the hat for our new gal, Susan.
Stop.
Here I come, Susan.
Oh, God. See, the only problem with going live on Facebook after Instagram is she's already had too much wine.
I have not. I had one glass.
You had, look, you're almost, look at that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but does anyone here think Jay's actually in a position to tell me I've had too much wine? And if I just so happen to like some awesome headgear while hanging out with my peeps, is that really a problem?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
See, our babies are watching the stray outside.
So,
okay.
We're going to get to your questions because we only have 4 of them.
Let's do it. Look, laughy faces. We're doing something right.
Yeah,
you've got has something to do with my soft meat
on your head.
Soft and fluffy. You guys, this is no ordinary hat.
Nor can we see your eyes.
Sorry. Very important, I'm sure. Okay. Cuestiones. Preguntas.
You're going to be like Sia. You're going to be like Sia the whole time.
Hello. I'm the cat version of Sia.
The taco version of Sia.
I'm very excited to be here. Let us talk about.
Look at it.
Let us taco boat. I can't do it. Taco boat. Taco boat. Dang it, Krista.
I don't know. Maybe you should sing it with a chandelier.
How's that go again?
Taco boat. Taco boat. That was mine.
Y'all.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Y'all.
Alrighty
Hold on.
then.
All right.
Alrighty then. So.
I like that though. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Kristen, hey
Hey,
girl.
Kristen. She said seriously, exactly.
Jen wanted to-
exactly, Natalie.
Jen said Jay wanted to let out that I'm gonna cut you so bad. Yeah, it doesn't take much these days. Dana said, don't tell Adrienne, but Jay just stole some of her.
Dana,
Thank you, Dana.
I'm gonna cut you.
What?
No, you've had enough.
Y'all.
Oh my, what a big taco.
What a big taco. Hey, let the double entendres commence. Strange hair growth on your taco there, Tiffany. Look, though, I wish you could feel of it. It's so...
Dana said I'm always on the side of Admiral Taco. Okay, no, here, let's have some papers.
No, we don't want to help anybody. That's not what we're about.
You need to readjust your attitude and just give in to the taco. That's a good start. That's a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds me.
Do you think my
You like
tomatoes...
that? Does it feel good?
Do
Does
you
that
think...
feel good? Do you love it?
I do.
Yeah?
Do you think my tomatoes look better on this side or on this side? It's the tomatoes I really love.
I think the
You see
tomatoes are on
tomatoes?
very... Oh, no, that side.
This side, for
yeah.
real? Okay, we're good. All right, now let's get down to business.
We've already lost like 20 people.
Who obviously did not appreciate the taco hat. So I
Or would like us to answer some questions
Here we go.
about cats.
Jeez.
Trish said I think we need a group hug. Okay, so
Get a room.
So guys, what we decided to do was
Focus.
take your questions, split them between the two of us.
Yep.
She's gonna answer
It's
half, I'm
interesting.
gonna answer half. Then I'm gonna read her answer, she's gonna read yours. I'm gonna be right, she's gonna be wrong, but that's how we're gonna do it. So, oh wait, no, those are the ones.
Who's wrong?
Yeah, I know. Okay, Georgiana Poli Castro. Sorry if I butchered your name. I
think you
probably completely just Georgiana. That's a beautiful name.
Really
Said, why does my kitty ignore me except when it is time for food? Doesn't play with her toys. She won't play with me. I was told when I got her she was a diva. Whoever had her before let her do whatever she wanted. Adrienne says.
Oh, yeah. You guys, sorry. First of all, can I just say that I answered these questions in the 13 minutes when I got home from work tonight before we went live on Instagram. So they're a little rushed and they're probably not good. And Jay's going to tell you just how not good they are in moments. Go.
Adrienne's answer, obviously very food motivated. I would use that to your advantage. Okay. Find some good healthy treats that will increase her bonding time with you and don't give up on playing. Maybe you just need to find the right toy, like the bird or peacock feathers. I like that answer, actually. I do agree with you.
Wonders behold!
So here's the thing, Georgiana. When a cat tells you they do not like to play, they are lying to you because every cat likes to play. Even if they seem lazy and they seem like, because all of our cats do, right? But they actually don't. They like to play. If you just let her outside, which I don't think you should do, but if you did, she would all of a sudden like to play, right? So we need to try to mirror some stuff indoors, what she is not getting outside in order to do that. Now you can do that in several ways. I like the DeBird toy, DeBird, D-A-B-I-R-D.
Jay
If you look it up, I do approve of that toy because our cats freaking love it. And peacock feathers, also fantastic. Thank you, Vicki Larson, for sending us your actual peacock feathers.
From Buddy.
We still have
Did you see the
so
picture
many
that
of them?
sent of Buddy that was like sitting
Yes,
out
at the
like,
door.
You're late for my treats.
Yes.
Where are my treats?
However, these are great ways to do that. You could also use the Doc and Phoebe's indoor hunting feeder, which is really good. A really good way to like hiding. Actually, you could just hide the food that you feed your kitty. You didn't say her name, but when you're feeding her, you can instead hide the food around the house so it entices her to hunt, which is really
I'm just saying. I mean, those are very
Which is really
festive
good.
phalanges that you're doing, but it does entice. It does. It's helpful.
Go ahead with your next question, caller.
What?
The next question.
Oh, Chris, you're here. She asked, my kitties eat First Mate, which is made in Canada. The owner of my local pet store says that Canada has more regulations for pet food than the US. This is a store that sells only top-end food. You can't buy it regular. You can't buy at regular pet food stores. What do you think? Jay's answer. She's like, what did I say?
I know.
You said I ain't.
I said
Like
we
spelled
ain't.
it out. We ain't. We
Read
ain't.
it.
We ain't a fan of the ingredients in First Mate because pussy don't need no potatoes. Did you start drinking wine earlier today, or was this just like?
See, I was kind of throwing you off. Like, you're going to read my answers. Like, they're all, like, serious and whatever on Instagram. But we go to Facebook, I'm going to be like, I'm going to lay it out there.
Pussy don't need no
Pussy
potatoes.
don't need no potatoes.
Chris,
And then it
she's
gets
very
serious.
emphatic about this. Now she's gonna get serious. She said the second ingredient in both of their wet and dry formulas online were potatoes, which after cooking this makes potatoes the _1 ingredient. Cats should have a high protein, low carbohydrate diet for optimal health. ... So we would not feed this food unless it was as a random pussy treat. You were so
You should have
pleased
done
with
that.
your
You should have
answer.
done that in a different voice. Actually, do it again in a different voice. Do it in a British voice.
In a
Or
British
Scottish.
voice.
Sorry, I touched your boob. Do it in a Scottish
Leave
voice.
my girls out of this.
Okay. Question is First Mate a good food? It's made in Canada.
We're not
It's
doing
supposed to
this.
have-
We're not doing
Your
this.
Canadian voice.
A
Do it in your
Canadian voice?
Yeah.
It's Minnesota, bitch.
Okay, do it in your
It's from
Minnesota.
okay, so she said in my Minnesota voice, she said we ain't fans of the ingredients in First Meat because pussy don't need no potatoes.
Okay, true.
Second
stop
ingredient, no, I'm gonna continue. This is very important information. You want me to do it? I'm gonna do it all the way. Step aside. Second ingredient, both are wet or dry formulas online were potatoes. Which, after cooking this makes potatoes the #1 ingredient. Cats should have high protein, low carbohydrate diets for optimal health. ... I spit when I'm passionate about talking about stuff.
Totally spit all over
Back to the ... We would not feed this food unless it was as a random pussy treat.
Okay, no, but for real. So, First Mate, I've heard of before.
Neil said
I haven't
Canada
seen it.
has no regulation.
I was just going to say
Hi,
that.
Aaron.
Thank you, Neil. Neil lives in Canada. Neil owns a pet store in Canada. And when I saw that, I was like, I heard that. Like, I was pretty sure that Canada has like almost zero regulation when it comes to pet food. In comparison, now some of these stores may tell you that Canada is the best, just like everybody says we are the best.
And Health Canada are not mandated nor funded to watch pet food.
Right.
Neil would know.
Here you go, Chris.
Thank you, Neil.
Here's the thing: is that unfortunately, that's not true as far as regulation is concerned. As far as First Mate is concerned, I looked it up. I looked up the dry foods and I looked at the wet foods.
She's very thorough.
The second ingredient
Don't you know?
in both of the formulas is potato. Like, they're potato fans. They love potatoes. Here's the thing. It's good that the first ingredient. The first ingredient is meat. That's good. That's cool. But if it's followed up, especially in a processed food, right? If it's followed up by another ingredient, we got to think about how that works with, I'm like trying to fix my hair, but I really need to fix yours. Maybe I'll get you to have that.
I'm like, I don't give no, I don't even care.
But when you
back, y'all.
follow it up, so when you cook meat, you suck all the moisture out of it. We're putting, the way that they have to list their ingredients is as the meat is raw. Okay, so this meat is this fish, this chicken. These are the two formulas that I saw on chewy.com. It's wet. It's wet. Once you dehydrate that by cooking it, it is much less. So the second ingredient then becomes the first ingredient. So this is why like commercial pet foods just like off the charts, all of them,
You
like
might
the majority
say
of them.
they're the bane of your existence.
They are the bane of my existence. That's like my new thing lately. I'm just like, that is the bane of my existence.
She said it like 3 times.
Hey, Katie.
Like, wow. Katie's here. Hi.
So our pussies don't need no potatoes, okay? They have like zero requirement for carbohydrates. Potatoes are carbohydrates. I would not personally feed First Mate. That's my answer. That's my answer.
That was
now,
very thorough.
Adrienne's.
I don't even remember what I said, y'all.
Adrienne's was from Heather.
Oh, Heather, forgive me.
This is a good one. This is probably going to be a good one. That's why I give
Probably
it to you.
gonna
You're
be
the
a
one
good
that scoops
one.
the litter.
Oh, yeah.
Heather, right. We love you so much. Thinking about
Chris said, oh my, I guess I will change. I hate potatoes too.
See?
Chris, I love you so much.
I love you so much.
What up, Katie and Aaron? Oh my God, I miss you, bees.
What up, B?
Bees!
Can I continue?
Go ahead, please do. I tip my hat in your general direction.
I see. So you took
And finish the rest of
your
wine
taco in my
that you-
general direction. We tried
good.
like this whole thing was so that we weren't talking over each other. And she did very good on Instagram. But here we come to our peeps on Facebook, and she's like, "Bleh!"
That's how I roll, y'all.
Just like that.
That's not how I hold my mouth, but
No,
go
but
on.
you guys saw the picture of how she held her mouth on Instagram.
That was an
like
inaccurate description of what's happening right now.
Okay, so Heather said, thinking about trying the pine pellet litter, which for you
Oh,
guys,
yes, I do remember
you guys that know, that's the litter we use. We've been through a lot. There are many really good ones out there, but we use pine pellet.
That's right.
Please walk me through the cleaning process while using the
Interesting.
litter boxes. Do you
Yeah.
buy and drill holes in one to shake out the urine soaked?
Yeah. You didn't even read the question.
Pellets?
Yeah. I mean, it
just
makes
getting
sense.
tired
It's
of
like
the corn
taking one of
litter
those
being
cans.
trapped outside the boxes. And I don't like corn. Heather, I'll tell you, I don't like corn litter just for the
I
fact
like
that I
grilled
don't want to
corn.
feed my cat corn. And our cats are going to eat their litter because it gets stuck in their paws and they lick it and they ingest it. So we're just like still inadvertently. I mean, it's not like we're feeding them their litter.
Inadvertently.
But is that a word?
Wow. It is a word.
Wow. It is a word. I need a hat. Maybe I would feel more like excited if I had a hat.
Katie said baby feeding session with the two crazy cat ladies. Oh my God, Lockett's gonna love us or hate us.
Or hate us. He is never going to eat tacos his whole life.
Gail said, love the Patagonia shirt. Where can I get one? You can get one.
ArmTheAnimals.com.
Arm the
You
Animals.
can follow them on Facebook. They
.com.
always have specials.
Always.
You can follow them on Insta. Patagonia. You can get it. I just figured out today that we have 2 of these shirts. I would send you one of them. But the other one is like really worn down.
Because I've been wearing it.
Yeah.
My boobs take a toll on shirts. I'm not
She's
gonna
got
lie.
some big boobs.
Dana said, as an Idahoan, I'm offended about the potato thing. I don't blame you. I don't.
Just don't feed them to your cats.
Nate
Dana.
said, all they need is fresh, moist meat.
Kind of like this.
Mhm.
Only it's not
It's
moist.
not moist.
It's
Well,
not fresh.
Which is how I like my hats. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like moist hats.
Adrienne's answer to Heather about the pine pellets is we love the pine pellets.
Yes, I do remember this.
And we didn't drill. We just scooped the opposite of how you would with clay or clumping litter.
Correct.
It still tracks a little. Scooping once or twice a day really helps, but it's still way better than so many other litters we've tried.
Word. So
I
the
mean,
thing
I didn't think that was
right, when you go
Because
to
you're the little girl.
I'm the
She's
litter
the
girl.
little girl. I'm like, so I think Friday ate my bracelet. And this happened, guys. So this
Hey,
week,
Dana.
like 2 days ago,
Watch
Friday
this.
ate my bracelet. Okay, yeah. And I was like, she didn't eat the whole thing, but she ate part of it.
Right.
And I was like, when was the last time you saw her poop? And she's like, I don't know. I'm like, you're supposed to be the poop girl.
It's not how I talk, by the way. Oh no.
You did kind of. You're like, or I don't know. I don't know. How would
But
you
you get the
like
point. It's hard to keep up with individual poops when you have 5 cats, right? Like you try to catch them. Incidentally, our cats like to poop like right after, usually right after
The
or
older cats do,
before
for sure.
breakfast. So I love to go on a little like, it's like a reconnaissance mission. You know what I mean? You're watching them, making
What is
sure
that
everything.
word?
Reconnaissance.
I know you said it
We're
again,
getting deep.
but I don't know what
Anyway.
it is.
Anyway, the pine pellets are awesome. The only difference is clumping litters, they'll clump when they pee on them. Pine pellets, they disintegrate. They literally like turn into sawdust. So you want to
Use the same scooper.
I actually recommend
no.
getting a much larger scooper, one that will not let the pine pellets through. With clay, you always try to get the little ones, like the metal ones we've got. I would recommend getting a large plastic scooper.
No, we use the metal one.
No. It's been a long time since you've done litter, young lady.
Hey, I did it the whole time you were.
Well, then you did it the hard way because the big plastic scooper is where it's at. And it holds the pellets in and you shake the sawdust into the bag. You see what I'm saying?
So that, like the trash bag.
Yeah, so it's the opposite of clay litter or clumping.
So instead of sifting it into the litter box, you sift it into.
Kate, I love you. She said the screen is not big enough to see the whole hat. Let me try this. Ha! How's that? Is that better? Linda, my cat Lulu has got too fat to be able to reach back and clean herself. Are baby wipes safe to use to clean her bottom?
I don't like them.
No, I don't like baby wipes either. What I would recommend is
warm washcloths.
A warm washcloth or a brush. If you have stuff that's stuck back there, sometimes you can just brush it out.
Yeah, but I mean, I think both are like nice because if she's not able to groom herself, then you want to clean it too.
That's true.
Not just brush it, but you want to clean it.
Yeah, but a warm wash, just warm water.
Washcloth.
Warm water.
Works the exact same way, and you're not using like the chemicals that are on like a lot of baby wipes.
But may I follow that up with the fact that if she's a big girl and has a hard time getting to her little box, she's not really going to appreciate having a wet butt. That's going to be uncomfortable for her. So follow it up with a little bit of a brushing session to kind of like dry it out a little bit, give it a little fluff. Do you know what I mean? No, I'm being serious. Like if she can't get back there, do what you can to help the situation, but don't like soak it. I would try brushing the stuff out first. And then if there's stuff in there that needs a little extra assistance,
the stuff and things,
then use the warm water washcloth. Thank you, Kate. I love this hat too. Faye's here. Hey, girl.
Faye. Oh, just the info. Gonna do that next when I
do the boxes in the AM. Yay,
yeah. Kelly's been talking to us about the different types of Lita.
Okay, what's next?
I think that's it. Did you get? Oh no, you have another one.
Oh, I do have one more. Okay, Tammy Handy Burton said, I've recently adopted a new kitten. He was an outdoor cat, so I made an appointment with my vet to, number 1, get my boy fixed, and number 2, get his big old claws trimmed. Problem is, he was so traumatized being put in the pet carrier. I'm wondering how in the crap I'm ever going to get him back for the rest of his shots without making him hate me forever. He still hasn't forgiven me for the last time, and it's been 2 weeks. He used to be such a love bug. Now he won't even let me pick him up. Oh, Tammy. Okay.
Minnesota.
Jay's answer. Okay, I'm going to read Jay's answer, then I have something, because I think you should have said something else first. So you were wrong.
Oh.
This is a fun game. I like this. Jay's answer is pussy needs cat calm. Calming formulas are hugely helpful, especially to our traumatized cats, Pooh Bear and Biddles. A calming formula Jay continues. That was me talking. Jay continues, a calming formula can help relieve his stress and exercise and confidence building. Can help relieve his. A calming formula.
I don't know where to put commas.
Use punctuation.
A calming formula can help relieve his stress. I would suggest a dash here, like you're starting a new thought. And exercise and confidence building sessions will help him begin to trust you again. Also, calm your ass down as well. He can smell your stress. Couple things here. My first suggestion would be to bring that carrier out so he's going to remember it, right? He's going to know exactly what the hell's going on. And once it's out for a long enough period of time, he's going to start exploring it. And he's going to start feeling more comfortable with it. And that is going to be really important for him feeling comfortable getting into that cat carrier again. I do think that cat calm, especially if he's being super traumatized, cat calm is huge. Mr. Biddles is one of our most calm cats. He is awesome, but when it's time to go to the vet, he would be absolutely fine, and then we take him to the vet, and he would start foaming at the mouth, panting, pooping his cage, eliminating in all inappropriate ways. It was so awful and so heartbreaking because we know how stressed he is. So we would start dosing Mr. Biddles on cat calm 2 to 3 days before a vet visit, which is the great part about scheduling vet visits. You can prepare for them, but also bring that cat carrier out, let him like meet the beast again, get a little more comfortable with it.
Jen said, Burt's Bees makes a gentle grooming wine for cats. I've used it to wipe mine's butts when needed. It didn't bother them.
And then she corrected and said, wipe, not wine.
Oh, that was going to be so funny,
I was going to be
Jen.
like,
I was
there's
like,
a wine
you know what? Wine is good for everything. Just use wine on your cat's
I love
butt.
you, B.
That works.
We're going to talk soon. Give Locke a kiss on both of his big dimpled cheeks for me.
That's a human child.
Locke is a human baby.
Yeah. So that wraps it up. Thank you guys for joining us on a Wednesday night.
Yes.
I don't think we'll do this again. I think this is boring.
I don't know.
Maybe we'll both wear.
Look at this
Heather
letter.
sent me.
Let us think about
wear
that.
The sushi hat. Maybe I'll wear the sushi hat.
Oh,
and then
I'll
maybe
wear
I'll
the
feel
taco
almost
hat next time.
Yeah, and you are wearing the taco hat.
No, I mean the hot dog hat.
Oh, and
yeah.
So what I'm thinking is that I will feel like I'm on the same level as you if I'm wearing a hat.
Do you know what might help? Just sink into it a little bit. Feel it. Talk about your feelings. Am I right? Am I right,
We
girls?
love you guys. Happy
so
Wednesday. We'll see you guys on Sunday. We're going to be a little bit early on Sunday for our live because
we have really exciting things.
We have a car
Sunday.
being delivered to us, a vehicle being delivered to us.
We'll tell you the whole story.
Yeah, we'll tell you all about it. But it's coming on Sunday, so we're going to be a little bit early. And we love you guys.
Oh, Chris, we'll see you Sunday. Hi, Krista. Oh, Pilar.
Hey, Krista.
Pilar.
Pilar.
Thank you for loving my hat. See, my hat brings
Taco
joy.
and fish. That's a lot of dirty jokes waiting to happen.
There's a lot.
Exactly.
There's a lot of material here, girls.
Here, Jen. Just gonna throw it out there. There is a place called Pink Taco.
Bye, Faye. We
Bye,
love
guys.
you. Good
Love
night,
you.
Heather. We love you, love. Mwah. We'll see you soon.